getting your kids off technology solutions. Morena, this is a follow-up to my last video talking about getting kids off technology. So I've been wanting to follow that up with this is some solutions. Now, in my opinion and observations, the number one solution for getting your kids off technology is you. A lot of us as parents, we forget that we are the leaders of our families. We are the ones that set the rules. We set the law, the tikanga, whatever you want to call it. We set how things are, basically, and a lot of us are shirking that responsibility. There's so much pressure out there. Oh, your kids need to be able to run an email account by the time they're 6 years old. I don't believe that. Kids, from my observation, kids are such fast learners that I believe it's a good thing to hold off technology use for as long as possible, because they're going to get addicted to it. Well, I believe most people are addicted to technology. I am, like social media and checking your phone. It's a really difficult habit to break, and something that I learnt through my kids' daycare, it's Kōpai Piripono, they endeavoured on a research project and teamed up with some people from Otago University, and I'm not organised enough to remember the name of the study, but it's the longest study that's gone on for the world observing human behaviour and outcomes, and the most important finding from that was that delayed gratification is the biggest indicator of success. So what that means to me, I think addiction is the polar opposite to delayed gratification. Addiction is about getting an immediate fix, an immediate hit, an immediate good feeling, which we're all so familiar with in these modern times, whether it's phones, drinking, smoking, reactions, likes, all that immediate gratification. So delayed gratification, and that's really challenging. Going back to what I said at the start, you, the parent, are in control of what happens in your house, and you need to accept that burden, you might call it, or responsibility. It's a part of being a leader, and it's hard to get kids off technology that are addicted. You're weaning them off instant gratification to delayed gratification. There's going to be tantrums, there's going to be upset. It's a real difficult process to go through. I went through it about 4 years ago now, I think. My kids were regularly using iPads, and it was just so negative for their behaviour. They weren't learning anything from it. And there were some big tantrums and upset feelings about time limits on it. And the easiest solution was the most effective solution was to just remove the technology use altogether. Personally, they still watch TV and the odd movie, but it's controlled in a responsible way by me, because your kids, if they're under 12, my personal opinion, they don't need their own iPad. They definitely don't need to be on a phone. As I touched on in the last video, all that stuff is designed to be super addictive. So you are the solution as the parent, okay? And that's just, I'm wanting to raise awareness of that. And there's so many tools out there. There's so many coaches, there's YouTube videos. You start using your phone as a tool to access some of these teachings, learnings, and wisdom about how you can manage your addiction, or how you can empower your own parenting and become a better parent, because every day you've got a chance to do that. So I hope that's helped. That's just my thoughts on solutions. The biggest one being that you are in control of it as the parent, and step up to it. I challenge you to step up to that responsibility and start leading, doing simple things like good distractions, throwing a ball outside with your kids, doing some stretching or a run or bike riding. There's so much cool stuff to do, coming to beautiful spots like this and just throwing some stones around. Anyway, that's enough from me today. Good luck. Ka kite anō.